Okay, class, this is it. This is your big project for origami, your summative final project, where you want to turn in your absolute best work because this is an important grade. At this point, you've learned how to create the basic forms, the cup, the organ, and the crane, and you have worked independently to learn a simple form, a complex form, and a modular form. It's time to show off your skills. So your studio prompt is you're going to read these directions. You're going to choose one of the options and finish that. Your due date is February 3rd. And review the rubric or the grade scale at the end of this presentation to explain the grading. So your summative studio project, you need paper and a Chromebook. Take home your origami paper. If you need paper at home, you need to let me know and I will bring it to you. You could also use alternative papers. And you're going to choose one of these following options. And the following slides have examples. One is to make multiple sizes of a crane. You may make at least 5 sizes. This is good if you are good at making cranes and weren't so good at learning things independently. You weren't pleased with them. Number 2, you can make multiples, at least 5, of a simple origami form from the origamiinstructions.com website. Number 3, make a perfect complex form. Number 4, make a perfect modular form. So the first choice, multiple sizes of a crane, you can make at least 5 sizes that are distinctly different. You can go more than that if you like. You can see here you have a large, pretty large, and then this is medium, and then small and smallest. Again, this is good if you are really good at making the crane. Choice number 2, you can make at least 5 of a simple origami form from origamiinstructions.com. This is one of their simple origami forms. It's the Pikachu, and you can see it's made in multiples. The one that is on their website is kind of the square box looking one in the front. There are lots of different versions of Pikachu and all of the other little happy Pokemon out there. And if you Google origami and almost anything Star Wars, Harry Potter, what have you, it will come up with lots of options.
Here's an answer from Amazon.
Choice number 4 is to make a perfect complex form. And again, your directions can be from any website, video, or book. Our school library does have a lot of origami books. We normally use them in the classroom, but we cannot right now. But if you need to check one out, please use the Sora library app or contact Miss Hardison. And here are some complex forms. There is a cow, which is kind of complex. That's the yellow thing with the spots. And then there's a unicorn, which is really complex. And then your next choice, which should be choice 4, is to make a perfect modular form. And here you have transforming stars, and that means that this turns into this. There is a box with a lid, a flexagon. There are lots of different modular forms. So grading, I'm going to be grading on these points. Number 1 is process. The directions were followed for the choice. The process for completing the origami model were followed. So that means that when you selected your choice, did you do what it asked? If you have to make multiples, are there at least 5? And did you follow the directions for the origami? Number 2 is craftsmanship. Your form is folded correctly and neatly. If it's in multiples, everything is equally well made. You don't have like the miscellaneous ugly bent-eared Pikachu and everybody else is a perfect Pikachu. Everything looks good is what we're aiming for. A challenge. How well did you challenge yourself? This is based on your ease with folding the base forms at the beginning of class. And if you are experienced at origami, I expect you to take on a more difficult final project. Some people, it took a little while to learn the base forms, and that's okay. But some people came in and, you know, before I even said anything, I looked at their table and there were butterflies and cranes and all sorts of stuff. People that can do that, that came in knowing a little bit, I expect your bar to be higher and for you to do a little bit more complex things. And then you need to meet the expectations. The form is completed and posted by the due date. If you are extra good at origami, I expect you to flex and maybe try the Renzuru, which is folding multiples, usually cranes, from one piece of paper, and the forms are attached to each other. Of course, the easiest one to do would be the 2 kissing cranes, but then you can go to 4, and the cranes can be joined at the wings or the noses, and then you could add other things and continue on with that. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will help you out as much as possible. Please do not wait to the last minute to try to learn how to fold something for your summative. Okay? Thank you.